Sugar feet, tobacco shoes, sure would like another sip of that booze. Sweat keeps dripping and it tastes so sweet. I'm a candy man in the summertime heat. Stick to the pillow and lay in bed. I got licorice hair and a gumball head, paper thin skin made of gingerbread, and them birds have been picking away. They fill up, then they fly away. When I'm feeling like the world has me beat, take all them bitter things and I change them back to sweet. And I got sugar feet. Got sugar feet. Caramel teeth, a taffy nose, man, I keep on plopping out Tootsie Rolls. Got a big old hole, find me on the street, I'm full of sweets. All drives me crazy, man, but I don't make the rules. Sitting in the shade with a cup of lemonade by a chocolate swimming pool. When the world has me sinking in my seat, take all them bitter things and I change them back to sweet. And I got sugar feet. When I'm laying in bed, on the road for weeks instead, you know, this old heat gives us sugar feet.
This next song is about one of our favorite watering holes in the world. It's located here in the Chippewa Valley. Does it say that? Sounds of the Valley. It's a place that you can go and still drink beer for very inexpensive prices and listen to wonderful jukebox and enjoy Revelers celebrations. This is a song called Roll Me On Down to the Joint. And I think this is the world debut of this song. Just for you on the sounds of the Chippewa Valley. And Evan and all of this wonderful crew. This is the first time we've ever actually done. I had no idea that the camera people here were going to be naked. It's impressive. It's a little disconcerting, but you're all the good-looking people, so we're working through it. I don't know why the sound crew are all wearing barrels. But well, it's snowing again. It's gray as sin. The sun sets at 4 o'clock. All it's light and my brain ain't right. I got holes in both of my socks. There ain't nothing to do but listen to you say I ain't worth a pile of shit. So I guess I'll just head on over where nobody ever stays sober. You can still pay for beer with your quarters, and you never have to take orders. Roll me on down to the joint right now. I ain't high enough to listen to you. I said roll me on down to the joint right now. I gotta lose these wintertime blues. Well, the beer costs $1 and it's easy to swallow all that low down sadness that the world's got to offer. Roll me on down to the joint, my friend. I ain't high enough to listen to you. Now joints like this, they're a pleasure to ponder. The perfect size to enjoy. If you want it, don't run too quick or canoe and split. Leave you paranoid and on a bad trip. They get you feeling high, so when time slips by, man, that world, it just don't seem so sad. Jukebox playing and a cold beer awaiting. It's a wise man's paradise. Oh, roll me on down to the joint right now. I gotta lose these wintertime blues. Yeah, roll me on down to the joint, my friend. I ain't high enough to listen to you. Where the beer costs $1 and it's easy to swallow all the low-down sadness that this world's got to offer. Roll me on down to the joint, my friend. I ain't high enough to listen to you. How about it, man? Listen to you. Roll me on down to the joint right now. I gotta lose these wintertime blues. Where the beer costs $1 and it's easy to swallow all the low-down sadness that the world's got to offer. Roll me on down to the joint, my friend. I ain't high enough to listen to you. Well, if the walls could swing, man, the joint would sing down on Water Street where the freaks can freak. Roll me on down to the joint, my friend. I ain't high enough to listen to you. Thank you very much. We would like to now return the center stage here on this lovely TV set to Mr. Jared Country Moses Kaczynski. That's been Mr. Ben Nelson there in the middle. And now Jared here.
And he's Mr. Matthew Sales.
Hi. Nice to meet all of you. You might want to get that mole checked out on camera one. It looks a little, just in case. I mean, anyways, it could be benign. We have no idea. I mean, it's just since you guys are all naked, I wouldn't have normally looked at it, but it's kind of hard to not look at it now.
I think it winked at me.
That's true. Well, this is a song that's going to be on an upcoming record of ours. We did put out a few videos recently of this song, and Jared feels very emotional when we play this, so we'd like to maybe give a little warning to the viewers at home and on the interwebs that you might be a little emotionally stimulated by what you're about to hear. Jared has a very intense love affair with his Weber grill, and he had a nightmare that his grill rather. He has a love affair with the drill as well, but in this case, that was
different roles. It
was a really nice. It's a battery powered one. It's a good one. It's anyways, the grill he's worried about in this. It was a nightmare he had, and we're gonna do this song in the style of the Sons of the Pioneers, that great old time cowboy band. So if you guys, when you're editing this, if you could go ahead and put this in black and white, it'd be way cooler. Just saying. Anyways, My Grill by Jared Kaczynski.
Oh, that's not how it goes. What am I doing? This song's okay if you guys want to cry. Grab a loved one, someone you're very close with. Give them a safe space to express themselves. It's really important that we can all do that together, share each other, and share each other's grills. I had a dream that came last springtime. I had a dream that did me wrong. I had a dream that gave me sorrow. And in that dream, my grill was gone. I left my grill, out on the prairie. I left my grill, out on the range. I left my grill, to get rusty. And now my grill won't grill again. My grill won't grill. No salted pork. My grill won't grill. No chicken breast. My grill won't grill. Steak no more. And now I'm left as an herbivore. I cannot grill in Butte, Montana. I cannot grill in Ishpeming. I cannot grill in Regina. I'm on a quest to find another grill.
Fellowship of the Grill.
I found the lid in Chattanooga.
Choo-choo me home.
I found the spatula right here in Eau Claire.
Spatula City.
I found the grave in Nantucket.
There was a man.
And now I'm back to grill again.
Hallelujah.
Now I can grill. My salted pork. Now I can grill. My chicken breast. Now I can grill. Wild boar. And now I'm back as a carnivore. I found the grill. Happy endings for everyone.
Does have a happy
Ask
ending.
your masseuse.
Yeah. So it's going to be that time of year again where we're staring down the inevitability of a long, dark, depressing gray winter here in the upper Midwest. This final song we're going to play for you was written in the upper peninsula of Michigan with a friend of mine. His name's Eric Pavo. That's Pavo with 2 A's because he's Finnish, like a lot of people up in the UP. They're Finlanders. Anyways, cabin fever season is a very challenging time for people up there. Some friends of mine call it shack whack. They call it a lot of things, but it's a good time to lose your mind and kind of spool out unnaturally from hallucinations and, you know, strange things that happen when you've been out in the woods too long and you haven't seen the sun in months on end. And this is what came out of a long, crazy Groundhog's Day weekend with a buddy of mine. I went out to check on him, and he was having a moral and religious crisis and also hallucinating gophers in his woodpile, which, if you guys know that gophers hibernate, generally speaking, very much through the winter and shouldn't be out in February. And if they are, something's gone drastically wrong, either with your gophers or with the person that's observing the gophers. So we'd like to present to you gophers in the woodpile. This has been great. This has been wonderful. Get that mole checked out. You guys look really great. The sound crew behind the glass, everybody, you're wonderful folks. We really appreciate it. And we are the Driftless Revelers, and we hope that you'll find us online at our record label, Philville Records. All right. There's gophers in my wood pile, fleas in my floorboards. I got gophers in my wood pile, fleas in my floorboards. I got gophers in my wood pile, fuzzy gophers hanging in my wood pile. Yeah, they're looking quite festive for this time of year. Yeah, what are they wearing? Looks like little pilgrim outfits. That's kind of weird. It's sort of late for that. It's February, and why are these gophers hanging out and wearing little pilgrim costumes with buckle shoes and those little funky hats with buckles on them too? They all have stern little looks on their faces, like, you know, very devout Christians came in through Plymouth. It's really odd. I mean, I didn't think gophers ate turkeys either. I thought they were vegetarians or something along those lines, but they're bringing out this little turkey and they're setting it up right in front of the wood pile. It's like a tiny little cartoon turkey, kind of like you see in an old Warner Brothers cartoon. Maybe they bagged a quail and they just dressed it up real nice and put tiny little gopher carrots in it. They're all surrounded, and now they're holding their hands and it looks like they're going to say a blessing. And well, for some reason, oh man, they're looking at me now. They all just stop and they all turn their little heads at me and they're staring. I interrupted the blessing. They seem a little bit pissed off about that. This is probably going to turn into something. I don't know, man. Well, there's atheists in my attic and Baptists on my back porch. I got Lutherans on my front lawn, Presbyterians playing lawn darts. There's Catholics in my liquor cabinet, Hebrews in a Manischewitz. There's Coptics in my carport, Anglicans in my freezer. I got Muslims in my carpet, deists in my plumbing. There's Buddhists in the ether and skeptics in the trash bin. I got Scientologists in my closet, evangelicals in my undies. There's Sikhs in my sinks and an Amish in my Danish. There's Mennonites in my skylights and Mormons on my front porch. Still just gophers in my wood pile. I think there's gophers in the studio. The gophers in my wood pile. You guys seen these gophers too? There's gophers in my wood pile. Fuzzy gophers still hanging in my wood pile. Well, it's good to see they slipped out of their little pilgrim costumes, man, and now they're wearing what appears to be leather biker outfits. Yeah, they got really nice tight little leather chaps on and them tight little black leather vests. Yeah, it's a good look for them. I mean, I've never really seen gophers in leather. It's kind of cute. They got the little pot bellies hanging out up between those vests, and they got those little aviator caps on now, and even seem to be wearing mustaches. Yeah, they're smoking tiny little gopher cigarettes with their heels kicked up on the wood pile, and they're menacing me. And then I just one pulled a tiny little Indian motorcycle out from behind the wood pile, you see. And I didn't know they had motorcycles, and it's kind of amazing that he kicked that little thing over with his tiny little leg, and now it seems to be fired up, man. They're getting a little angry. Now they're dancing tangos with each other. I think these are leather daddy gophers, and they're partying by my wood pile. Fuzzy leather daddy gophers hanging by my wood pile, yeah. I'm kind of intimidated. I mean, I don't really judge. I don't care. Anybody, whatever you're into, that's your kink. I just didn't know gophers were into that kind of thing. I always assumed they're just sort of natural woodland creatures. That's how they learn that. They must be watching some really interesting, tiny little movies there. I don't know, man. Whatever gophers are into, that's fine with me. Like I said, I don't judge. It's my first time ever hanging out with leather daddy gophers, and they're coming. There's gophers, leather daddy 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 gophers. Well, there's Pentecostal firings in my weed patch, Hindus in the recycling, Zoroastrians in my compost bin, a Baha'i in the bathtub, there's Shintos in my shoes, and Taoists in my houseplants, I got Confucians in my drywalls, Protestants running rampant, there's Calvinists in my wood stove, Pentecostals in my gas lines, I got Methodists in my downspout, Quakers in my Sarge shaker, I got Adventists in my grocery list, Christian Scientists throwing conniption fits, I got Gnostics in my garden, a voodoo priestess in the spice rack, there's Jehovah's in my mailbox, Satanists on my TV.
Especially this one.
But mostly just gophers in my wood pile. Gophers, things just seem to have settled down in the last few days in my wood pile. And the leather daddy gophers seem to have gotten everything out of it that they wanted. Now they seem to have dispersed, but there's seems to be a new crop of gophers coming out, and they're dressed like kind of little Roman centurions. Yeah, they got those little short swords and those little round shields, and yeah, those little leather outfits, and they got little sandals in their tiny gopher feet, and they're wheeling something out from behind that bin. They got what appears to be a wooden gopher, yeah, like it's on wheels. I learned about these in high school, man. I think we're dealing with a Trojan gopher here. Yeah, they're wheeling it up towards my back door. Yeah, that's nice of them. Then they just left it, and they all scattered back out to the wood pile, I'm sure. I mean, if it's a Trojan gopher, I mean, I kind of know what's going to happen. I suppose, if I open it up, it's going to just have a bunch of gophers pouring out of it, and they're all going to probably get in my house. But, I mean, it'd be a shame to not. I mean, what if they didn't, you know? I mean, they are gophers. I mean, how much access to Roman history do they have and whatnot? I mean, it's possible that entirely possible they did just create this wonderful gopher gift for me, since they've been tormenting me with, you know, their pilgrim outfits and their leather daddy gear for the last couple of days. And, yeah, I mean, you know, it'd be rude of me. I'm just going to bring it in the house and, you know, and see what's inside. Now there's gophers in my house now, and I'm in the wood pile. They're rolling through my house now. They're climbing up my downspouts on my roof. They're in my rooms. They're in my boudoir too. I got gophers in a variety of furniture too. They're in my cabinets, in my kitchen, in my refrigerator. They're in my heating vents, and they're in my vapors. Yeah, I got gophers in my wood pile. Fleas in the floorboards. I got fleas on their knees. Oh, they're begging, please, won't you set me free? I got gophers in my wood pile. I got gophers in my wood pile. I got gophers in my wood pile. Oh, fleas and gophers in my wood pile. I got gophers in the wood pile. Fleas in the floorboards. Gophers in the wood pile. And fleas in the floorboards. I got gophers in the wood pile. I got gophers in my wood.
I see one now.
Not a gopher. It's just me. It's just me.
No, it's just Evan.
Really, really great performance, guys. I hope everyone at home enjoyed it too. Revelers, do you have any final plugs? Where can people find your music?
You can find us on all of your favorite streaming sources, but that doesn't pay any money, so you should go to Philville Records and buy our music or listen to it there.
Highly recommend. And thanks to all of you for tuning in to Sounds of the Valley. Once again, I've been Evan Claymar. Make sure to check out our other content at mytv10.uwec.edu or on our YouTube channel at uwec TV10. I've been your host, Evan Claymar, once again. Good night, y'all.